Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello has again spoke on the second wave of COVID-19. He called on leaders across the country, Nigeria, to support the programs of President Muhammadu Buhari to make life better for the people. Governor Bello emphasized on Way Forward Nigeria during an event in Lokoja Government House on the 30th December 2020.
Let me use this opportunity to address the good citizens of Kogi State, and indeed authorities that are charged with the responsibilities of managing certain affairs of this country. It is important that at this stage in our life, we begin to listen to the yearnings and aspirations of our people. It is time we began to be sensitive to the plight of the people. We are in a difficult time, no doubt. The time that we have gone into a recession for the second time in the life of this administration, and the time that we least expected the imposed and imported COVID-19. COVID-19, whether we like it or not, has been imposed on us. Whether you believe in it or not, you are forced to believe in it. Whether it is killing or not, you are forced to believe that it is killing. Whether it is ravaging our economy or not, we are forced to ensure that COVID-19 ravaged our economy needlessly. I have traveled far and wide across the length and breadth of this country, and I deliberately choose to go by road most of the time. And I've seen how much our people have suffered. I don't need to be in my office to be reported to the situation we're facing in Nigeria and indeed in Kogi State. We face reality. Whether we like it or not, we're facing a hardship today. I'm only appealing that we should not further aggravate and exacerbate the suffering of our people. We exist today because of our people. We're in office today to serve our people. We should be sensitive well enough. Today, COVID-19 is a disease that is 99.9% recoverable. The infection, if anybody ever contacted it, and it is without any comorbidity, diseases existing in you, the chances that you recover from it is 99.9%. We should not use the 0.1% impose more hardship on our people. There are more deadly diseases that are existing in the country today. I don't need to mention them. And then there are more areas that we should focus our priority as a government. I trust and I believe, and we all believe, that President Muhammadu Buhari is of good intention, and he came up with various programs and policies that will touch on the lives of our people. But what is left is an excellent and clinical execution. We shouldn't expect Mr. President to be on the street. We shouldn't expect Mr. President to be in the market. We shouldn't expect Mr. President to go to the bush or jungle or to the kidnappers' den or the enclaves of bandits or the territories of Boko Haram. He has assigned us with that responsibility. This should be utmost priority as a government. Those of us that are executing these wonderful programs and policies should put into consideration that when executed very well, to the letter, the effect of COVID-19 will not be felt. COVID-19, as far as I'm concerned, is alien to us. If I have the permission to even suggest to the federal government of Nigeria and other governments across the world, specifically Africa, who we are struggling in terms of our infrastructure and economy, if I have the permission to suggest, I will rather suggest that we take a legal action against those who have the patent right over this COVID-19 and for spreading it across the world, creating hardship and killing our people. Take a legal action against them and seek for restitution. And let us stop helping them to market their products. Let us stop using it to siphon the resources of our people. Worst are yet to be seen. If what I am sensing, what I'm perceiving, what my premonition is telling me, we're yet to see the worst of what these merchants, the owners, the creators, and the merchants of this product called COVID-19 and their vaccine. We're yet to see the worst of it. We're in a situation where governments are being targeted, forced to believe, and certain foreign policies that are alien to our people are being forced on our people. A situation where mass crime against humanity is being perpetuated as we speak, and will still be perpetuated. I think I urge the people of Nigeria to please wake up. Wake up and say no to COVID-19. This is the right time to say end to COVID-19. If I were you in the social media, if I were you, the civil society organizations, if I were you, the policy makers, the lawmakers, and influential citizens across the country, both political, religious, traditional, and various groups across the country, if I were you, this is the right time to say enough is enough. This is the right time to say hashtag end COVID-19. Hashtag end COVID-19 vaccine. And let our people be free. This is the right time to say that. We are being told that 2021 is going to be tough. How will it be tough? Why should it be tough? Because we are simply dependent on policies and programs that are not indigenous to us as a citizen. We are simply importing and following dogmatically what is imported and what was dumped on us. We have forgotten the laudable programs and policies of President Muhammad Buhari is no longer important. What is important is COVID-19, COVID-19, COVID-19. May God help Nigeria.
Amen.
This is the right time to say no. This is where this wonderful man, the Wali of God Almighty, this is where he is directing us to follow. Let's follow him and save our people. This is the right time. We should even seize the opportunity to save ourselves from the act of colonialism and neo-colonialism. This is the right time to save ourselves. This is the right time to liberate ourselves as Nigerians and as blacks across the world. This is the right time to develop our indigenous solutions to our problems. This is the right time and the window of opportunity to develop and catch up and supersede the so-called world powers. This is the right time. This is the time when they lock themselves out or they lock themselves in. We free ourselves and explore the world because their disease or diseases can never be our own diseases. Their problem shouldn't be our problem because our problem was never their problem and will never be their own problem. Therefore, they can never help to find solutions to our problems. This is the right time for us to open our eyes, broaden our brain and horizon, and wake up to this challenge and save ourselves and pull ourselves from the woods. This is the right time. When I'm telling you that President Muhammad Buhari is a wali, I know what I'm saying. He came up with several programs, one of which is agricultural program. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we continue to shout that we should diversify. Diversify, diversify. How would you diversify when Mr. President said, let's go back to the lands and cultivate, grow, produce what we eat? Let's cultivate, grow, and eat what we produce. Yet our taste for foreign products is so high that we're even longing for the second wave of COVID-19. I think we should, I would rather say, those that are waiting and clamoring and fighting, falling over themselves for the second wave of COVID-19 should rather lock themselves at home and allow those of us that are ready to drive the system take over the driving seat. This is the right time for Nigeria to produce as much as we can no longer even be able to consume. We should produce well enough to sell to England, to Europe, to US, to other African countries. This is the right time. When they are no longer producing, because they will soon run out of supplies of food. And our lands, our climate, our weather, our conditions here support agriculture so much. Mr. President has released a lot and is ready to release as much as we want to produce for our people. But governments, I appeal, government executioners, those of us that are charged with the responsibilities to execute these laudable programs of Mr. President, should take it seriously and do it with utmost sincerity. With utmost sincerity. Because you will make a lot of billions from COVID-19, there will be no space and nowhere for you to spend it.
Governor Bello also spoke on the school's resumption as speculated by the Nigerian Center for Disease Control.
I have a message to the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19 and the Nigeria Center for Disease Control. I am simply conveying a message from the citizens of Kogi State, from the youths of Kogi State, and indeed youth of Nigeria. And then specifically from our students of institutions, that please, in Kogi State we have a hitch-free academic calendar. We are not affected by anything called strikes, either by ASU or any other bodies. In Kogi State, our academic calendar is running smoothly. You know why? Because we care for the future of our children. We as leaders, we know that today is ours. They own the future, and their future starts now. That is why we care for their education. And we allow them, we provided the enabling environment for them to study and graduate in record time to be self-reliant. Therefore, we are appealing that the directive given to NUC not to allow tertiary institutions, especially universities, to resume until 18th of January. We are appealing that we will hold our tummy, let me put it that way. We will endure. The students say they will endure till that 18th of January. 1 minute, 1 second thereafter, they will not be able to stomach it. Kogi State citizens, students, parents are appealing to our seniors, elders, leaders in government at various levels today that they care about their future, and the day after that, not as if, it's not as if we have COVID-19 here in Kogi State. So somebody's headache can never be ours. It's not as if we're having insecurity at hand that we cannot take care of. Somebody's headache shouldn't be ours. It's not as if we're having strikes and industrial actions in Kogi State that will prevent them from resuming school. It's not as if our teachers, our lecturers, and the workers at various institutions are not ready to work. But please, don't just by way of pronouncement from your office deprive them of their rights, because they will seek every possible legal way to seek redress. If on the January 18th the schools are not open, here in Kogi State, we will not sit idle by and allow those at the helm of affairs to ruin the future of our children. On that note, we are believing that while 2021 may be tough for some others, 2021, by the grace of God, will be prosperous for Kogi State. 2021 is going to be superb. It's going to be secured for Kogi State. We are going to have the best of 2021 in Kogi State.
He invited would-be investors to come into Kogi State, assuring them of safety of lives and properties.
Here we'll provide security for you, we'll provide safety for you, We have all the social amenities that will make you enjoy yourself, and we have enough space to accommodate them. More are coming. We're profiling as much as possible. Kogi State is an investment hub, investment destination. Sincerely speaking, if you come to Kogi State, you will not regret it.
From the Office of the Senior Special Assistant to the State Governor on Electronic Media, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel, Confluence Chronicles, to get updates of happenings in and around Kogi State.